Sifu is a good game. We're gonna play a level. We're gonna play a level of it every day until Sloclap makes the game. I was playing Absolver yesterday. You know Absolver? Um, the other game that Sloclap made. That's not this one. And I actually quite enjoyed it. Thought it was a pretty good game. I didn't beat it. I just played through a little bit of it. I just did like a new save. I had a character already, but I hadn't touched that game in like genuinely years, so it was fun though. It was a good game. Definitely feels a lot less just sort of cinematic, a lot less smooth than this game. The lock-on system is a little hard to get used to, especially after in this game you just sort of snap to whoever you want to fight, and it just is pretty seamless. But you know, they definitely made the right call with how you avoid things, where you're holding down guard and then you just tap the direction you want to avoid in. That really helped. Also, there's a mechanic in Sifu that, like, the first time I played, or not Sifu, in Absolver, the first time I played Absolver, I had no idea this was a mechanic, and it probably explains why I was so bad at that game. Like, genuinely, I remember being maybe like, I don't even know, maybe it was in middle school, so I don't know how old you are in middle school, but maybe like 7th grade. I don't know how old you are in 7th grade. 11? Is that right? You're like 11 in 7th grade? Let me think. Yeah, it's +6. Right? It's +6. Okay, so if it's +6 and you're not 11, you're 13. So I'm 13, right? Oh shit, I wanted the parry impact. That's okay. So you're 13. And I'm 13 and I'm playing Absolver and on the PS4, and I had no clue. I was super into it. I remember like I was hyped for it to come out. I don't know why. I just saw the trailer and I thought it was a really cool looking game. So I was hyped for it to come out, and when it did come out, I played it a lot on the PS4, and I had no idea that for you to string everything into a true combo, you have to hit the button right is like you have a stamina bar and there's a little meter on the stamina bar. The meter on the stamina bar goes up and down as you do moves, and you have another little outline on the stamina bar that changes depending on what move you're doing and how long you've been doing that move, and you're supposed to coordinate it. Like there's like basically there's a rhythm mini game in Absolver that I never knew about and I never knew existed, and I just didn't know. And I wish I did, because it makes the game a lot easier and a lot more fun. But they don't tell you. Like, is it really my fault? Like, I feel like the mechanics in this game are explained, like, obviously not super well, because there's a lot of tech and stuff that, you know, they probably didn't even intend for you to use. But as far as just the main game goes, it's pretty simple, right? And they tell you what to do. You parry, you avoid, grabs you always avoid a certain way, you know, once there's a takedown, you do the takedown. The things that they could have explained better are like how you maximize score and things like that, but I think the game is more fun whenever you figure that out or you do research on that by yourself. Everything that you need to play the game and be good is in the game, and it tells you how to do that right there. Absolver? No. First off, I didn't know how parrying worked as Forsaken at all. I didn't realize that. Windfall made no sense on a computer until they fixed it. You had to flick your mouse up and down as you press the avoid button. That was a terrible idea. And you can't even bind it to how it is in Sifu, like the way better way. You can't even do that. But yeah, I don't know. They need to definitely... Well, they don't need to change Absolver. That's fine. But honestly, if they made Absolver, like an Absolver 2 or something, like, I always think, like, what would I want for Sloclap to do, right? Another Sifu, another Absolver, just a totally different game. That is hopefully martial arts based, because that would... that seems like what they're good at. It seems like they're pretty good at that. Another Absolver with, like, Sifu's sort of flow and its animation quality and its ability to feel natural and smooth would be amazing. Like, obviously you could, you know, you can't port a one-to-one. If you can animation cancel anything in a game, in a multiplayer, like, sort of pseudo MMO, that would not be fair at all. Because you could just animation cancel everything. Or maybe, you know, you use a resource in it, like Guilty Gear. That would be cool. Like, you could Roman cancel or whatever. But, you know. Will that happen? I don't know. They made another Sifu, that would also be cool. But they would have to do some pretty good stuff to it to make it feel fresh, because Sifu is a very, very good game. I would say it's maybe one of the best action games ever, just in terms of presentation alone. And then whenever you get into gameplay, it's very good, right? The gameplay is very, as a core fundamental thing, very solid. But what Sifu has going for it is its presentation. Its animations are way better. Its art style is really good. It doesn't even, like, other games don't even come close, really. Like, there are other good martial arts combat games, like Kung Fu, you know, but nothing does the feeling that Sifu is going for. The Kung Fu sort of, you know, guy who's, you know, chilling, better than this game. No game really does it better than this one. And Sloclap could make another game and it could just feel the same, but, like, we don't, you know, would that be good? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that they gotta innovate, and I think they probably will. I think they probably won't make a sequel. Oh my god, I'm about to die. They probably won't make a sequel, right? At least a sequel. I think that would be really weird and strange. I think a sequel to Absolver where they sort of took what they learned, worked in this game, and made things maybe like directional dodges. That would be amazing, and that would be a game that I would pay much more than $40 for, because that's what I believe Absolver in this game costed. Oh fuck! I just skipped the. Okay, I was trying to go for like a level thing, like a level high score, but I skipped the. I just totally skipped. The DJ section, which sucks, but that's whatever. Yeah. You know? And they made the Absolver expansion where they added, like, I think it was... I'm trying to remember my names of fucking martial arts. It's the one where you're sort of like hopping around and you do a bunch of leg kicks. What am I thinking of? It's using MMA a lot. Hold on. They added a style in Absolver that was very reminiscent of Muay Thai. Muay Thai, that's what it is. Muay Thai, I believe. And they also added one that only a boss could use that was Wing Chun, which is sort of precursor to this game, which which uses sort of more like, Bruce Lyle. Bruce Lyle, holy fuck. That's hilarious. Lyle! Okay, no, Bruce Lee sort of type, flavor of Wing Chun and Kung Fu. But, you know, that was in 2021, I believe, the expansion, the DLC sort of. And this game also came out in 2021, right? Did it not? So what, you know, I guess my point is that they can make a lot of stuff. And it would probably be very good. But if they do make another Absolver, there's definitely, they need to make it, they need to explain it a lot more, first off. Because it was not very well explained. They need to... honestly, the presentation of Absolver was amazing as well. And they, you know, make the combat smoother. Make the animation just for your character smoother and how you control them. But they could do it, and I think it'd be a great game. Because there's not any games really like Absolver that I know of that are like martial arts. Like, obviously it's very inspired by Souls games, but it's not a Souls game, really. You know, there's really no focus on the environment as far as like traps or things like that. It's all very enemy focused. Maybe there's a ledge or two, but they don't really go anywhere new. And there's like very minor collecting just for some random like gear, like a shirt or whatever you find in a cairn. But yeah, I think that Sloclap has said in the past, oh, you know, we're working on something, you know, something's being made. They don't say what. But whenever it gets announced, showcase, whatever, whether or not I'm still making videos, hopefully I am, or maybe not, I don't know. Then I will be hyped to sell. What is going on here? Okay. How did I miss all those? Okay, I don't... what is going on? Holy shit. Okay. Okay. That's a punish. Alright. Nice. Good. 23k. New high score? Nice. Yeah, I could have... what? It's not a high score? What is high score? Can I even look right now? I'll check later. That's crazy. Well, I probably went and fought the DJ guys, and that would have given me an extra 1,000 or something. Would have probably put me on top. Alright, Chon time. Yeah, the bosses in this game are also very good. The bosses in Absolver were just like... because of how that game was, the whole combat deck thing. Also, if you make an Absolver 2, make the combat deck sort of building, like, that was a very cool idea, but it was hard. It was, like, literally just too hard for me to do, and just for most people to do. And I'm not even saying that it needs to be easier, but maybe present it in a way that makes more sense, because it just didn't really click. Like, I saw this video and like, what makes a move good in Absolver? And it's like, the game needs to present the information better. You know, just put whether it's plus or minus, or, you know, super armor, whatever. Just do what every, like, fighting game wiki does. I also liked an Absolver. I'm realizing this only now, but like, because you have this little mini rhythm game, like, built into the game, it's sort of... oh shit. it like it makes you look at your bar. And because it makes you look at your bar, it gives you an incentive not to look at the enemy. And so I like that sort of gameplay dynamic that like, well, I could be looking at the enemy or I could be looking at my bar, you know? I'm starting avoiding now, I guess. Oh, that was punishable. I'll use focus. Yeah, I think it's. I also really like Sifu, the sort of gameplay curve. It's. I think it's the gameplay is so, like, well balanced. Is maybe not the word, but it's like I was playing this exact level and I was tweaking over it and I was constantly dying because of the boss, but also just like, you know, it's like the whole Souls game thing. Like, you play a boss the first time, and you get pretty far, and the second time you're playing, you, like, don't get very far at all, and you just have to, like, keep retrying it to get that first try experience. But, you know, I was playing this game, I was doing this level, and I just kept messing up. Okay, like that. But I didn't get nearly that far. And now I'm just playing the game casually, just talking, whatever. And, you know, it feels very satisfying. So maybe what I like most about Sifu is that it has the most satisfying gameplay. Like, there are games I like better than Sifu. Disco Elysium, I think I enjoyed more than Sifu. Or actually, I don't know if I enjoyed more of it in the moment. I think maybe it stuck with me more. It stuck in my head more. But... And, you know, Metal Gear Solid 2... maybe the best story told in any video game. Better story. Better story than this one. But no game is more sort of satisfying in terms of gameplay than Sifu. And if the Sloclap, you know, they get you figured out. My high score is almost 25,000. Jesus. Okay, GG.